skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the third year back out of Texas, Deontay Foreman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, Zoo!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes...
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Point it right.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Squeeze, double. Hey, alert 33.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And now it's Rosen looking. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From just shy of midfield, Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
To throw is Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Joe Schobert in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And an alley to run. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hurry. Get him, you got him. Mike 55.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kicks it. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And Wilson has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On first down, Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Caught by Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, Foreman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Bravo!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. A big play that time out of Chubb, 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Check, 59. Come on, the ball.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. And he hits Drake. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Chubb with the first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run it again with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30, the 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
To nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Good. 180. Check, 39. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So Cleveland